Yes, good afternoon, dear teachers, and you are most welcome for the session. This is our day 3 on the sensitization of the vocation training institutes, more so the trainers and the instructors, but we know that we have some teachers on the call. We may have some students who are really very interested in learning more about the technology that is emerging into the sector, but also I know we may have some more wishers who want to learn more about this. So you are most welcome and thank you so much for joining. Today, our program will run like this. We shall have guided tasks on how we can build our first XR learning experience. And then we shall have collaborative practices in the breakout rooms. So we are going to have breakout rooms. Breakout rooms are like streams. Those who are into the teaching. It's like you have one class, but you break it into different streams. So we shall have different streams and you'll be given a teacher to take on you. So we shall work in that particular order, and then we shall have feedback and sharing of workflows. But before we start, yesterday, I understand we had a session. Can anyone just raise up the hand and maybe you share with us your take away from yesterday's session? Or in case you may not, you can even use the chat. Yes, and also, yeah, you can use the chat or someone may raise up and you tell us briefly anything you were able to pick from yesterday's session. And in case you have any question, maybe you can as well pose it, but we want to first pick those who were around yesterday. What was your takeaway from the session? What is that one thing at least you feel you have been able to learn through the 2 days that you have been on the call? So feel free to use the chat or you can raise up your hand and then you share with us anything you learned. Anyone willing to share? Let me allow you to unmute. Feel free to unmute yourself and then you can share with us something that you are able to learn from yesterday's session.
Yes, Mr. Stephen.
Okay, yes,
good afternoon.
please. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, I'm Katumba Rodney Solomon.
Mm.
Yes, I learned from yesterday's session. I learned how this technology is going to help us in our day-to-day life. Let's assume when we go to the teaching side, it's going to ease communication. It is going to help to reduce on costs of let's assume registration fees, moving, and other stuff. But we thank you so much for the training.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, through the chat, someone has said he learned that he is able. Someone has a comment here. This is Emmanuel. Okay, this is Simon. Yesterday I was able to learn how to use EON. That is really very, very nice. So that is briefly, for those who remember, those are some of the few things that members have been able to highlight that we looked at. But I understand that the recording is available and we shall expect you to go on and revisit for those who have just joined this as their first session. But those who have been around, we do expect you that please keep taking note, keep taking some notes, because I know yesterday we looked at the virtual reality, and those who have just joined us, whenever you find VR stands for virtual reality, we went on and looked at augmented reality, which is represented by AR. Then our facilitator went on and talked about mixed reality, which is represented by MR, and then XR, which represents extended reality. So those are some of the things you are going to be able to look at. And she went on and talked about how to unlock the 3D potential. He talked about metaverse in education, where she talked about the virtual universe, the virtual TVET campus, the real lifetime collaboration. And then she went on and talked how to interact with XR technologies. And by the time we ended, she had requested that everyone submits his or her email, and we are happy that many of you have been able to submit your emails, and I'm sure some of you have gone on even to open up accounts on the EON platform. So far that is really very good, and thank you so much. For those who have just come in today, please do not panic. You are going to have you'll have the details shared with you. Now, in the chat, I've posted the link for registration. Whenever we join in these sessions, we must register. So kindly take 2 or 3 minutes to register yourself using the link that has been posted in the chat. Okay. Now let me invite.
I have a question.
Yes,
Hello.
please.
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
Stephen, I've now tried to open the system for the EON twice, but I've failed to get access.
Okay. It's going to be touched on. So let me invite Madam Flavia to kick us off. Madam Flavia.
Yes, thank you, Stefan. Good afternoon to you all. Okay,
Good
so like
afternoon.
yesterday, I wish for an interactive class. I saw some people saying I was running too fast. So for us, having this interaction helps pace the session and also know if we are moving together or someone is left behind. Let us be able to respond when I ask, and to ask if you're left behind, please feel free to ask a question. I tried as much as possible to register people. I understand some even were sending emails late in the night, but I'm also engaged elsewhere. But I've tried as much as possible to enroll at least most of you. Those that have challenges, some have already approached and we cleared those. But I've seen some repeatedly are sending their emails, yet I've already enrolled them. You should already have an email sent to you, to your account from EON, okay? So check your messages. It could be in spam or junk. Check and verify that you have, if you have an email coming from that address, EON. You confirm that and then follow the link, create a password. Okay. So I'm hoping the people we have on call right now already are registered. That is my assumption. Except
Madam
for a
Flavia,
case someone has, yes.
for me, I opened the account, I registered, but when it opens, it does not display anything. It just leaves me there.
What does that mean?
Pardon?
It has to display something. It cannot be anything. It cannot
I'll
be
take you
nothing.
screenshots and forward them to you because it has done to. I tried like 3 times. At first, I thought it was network, but it has done it repeatedly.
Until when you say nothing, meaning your screen is blank.
Yes, madam. It's just that, is it the purple or pink color it has? Only that. It doesn't display anything.
It doesn't even have a wording, nothing,
Not even
completely
wording.
blank.
Yes, madam.
I've not experienced that. You share it with me right now on WhatsApp.
Okay,
I'm giving this exercise 5 minutes only so that you rectify issues. Then the rest I'll not be able to respond to enrollment issues. You'll have to at least use a free account for the
Madam.
moment.
Let me send it.
So anyone else who has an issue with their accounts, those that have failed to log in, okay, some have already gone ahead to even download the platform. Some have gone that far. So I'm going to take. I'll be taking you through the downloading process. Anyone else who has an issue with the enrollment? Okay, so I think Katumba is the only one that has an issue. I'm requesting our TOTs, trainers from UICT that we have on call. Please, you rename, you change your name and add the word TOT next to your name so that people know who to get to when they have questions. Like today, Stefan has said, we are going to have breakout rooms. We'll have an assignment. So after me taking you through the platform and basic creation, how you're going to create an experience. An experience in this case is the lesson. I'm going to take you through how to start up that process and how to get there. Then we shall create groups, okay? Then a TOT is going to be assigned to each of those groups. You're going to have 6 groups, okay? You're going to have 6 groups, and a TOT is going to be assigned to that group. In this case, the TOT is not going to basically present to you, but they are going to guide you. So remember yesterday I told you to have a simple lesson plan created already. So we are going to use that lesson plan. If for a teacher, if it is a student, if you're an entrepreneur or going to start entrepreneurship or something like that, you should have an objective, at least an objective. It could be maybe, let me go by sales, like someone earlier asked. Maybe you want to learn about making sales or to be a sales personnel in a particular company. So it can be any objective that you feel you want to see how the platform can do that for you. Then they'll guide you through the process, uploading your content, how it can be created. We are going to use AI to generate experiences, and then for you to appreciate the technology and see how resources are added onto it, how you can maybe add your voice note, your voice recordings, how you can add notes for your students or for yourself or for presentation, how you can add, what am I missing? Videos, you can record yourself and upload a video. So we are going to look at the basic, then you'll explore more later on with the platform. So in the breakout rooms, basically that's what you're going to do after us going through the platform. In the breakout rooms, you'll get guidance. You'll have a TOT assigned to you to ask questions. How do I go about this? I'm stuck here. So they'll be there to guide you, to handhold you in the process of creating your first experience. After that, within amongst your group, one of you through your TOT will have to make a presentation after the breakout rooms. For each and every team, we shall have one representative explaining their process and how they feel about the technology and the experience, the whole experience basically, from creation, if they think it would make sense or if they feel it doesn't and why. So each member, one member from each of the groups will represent the others and give feedback after. Okay, so you'll discuss that amongst yourselves with the leadership of your TOTs. Okay, so let's start today. Okay, so are you all able to see my screen? A yes or no will do.
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. People in the chat, I'm unable to always keep on checking the chat, so I would very much appreciate audio feedback. So for you to get to this platform, you may not need to go back and forth through your email after your initial registration. So this is the link. Let me share it in the chat. This is the link that you will be using. You can bookmark it in your browser, but this is the link that you're supposed to use when you're accessing the platform. Okay? I've shared the link. I'm sure some of you have gone already ahead, but that is the link that you're supposed to use, and it will bring you to this platform that this page that you're seeing on your screens. Okay? So this is basically the platform that we are using for our teaching and learning and all those other things that we can do with the technology. So here on this page, we have the library, and the library has different categories. To your left, we have different levels: enterprise, education, soft skills, AI ready. So we have aerospace, AI ready, light, business, TVET, energy, film, fine arts. These are basically topics of subjects, areas of interest where you can create, where you want to, those that you want to attach your particular experience to. Okay. Then when you come to the top right, we have the sign in. So meaning right now we are not signed in, we would have to sign in. Then you can start for free. Start for free is, like we've been saying, you do not have access to a license, and you'd need to start an account associated with a Gmail or Google account or whatever email, and you start for free, but it is limited to particular things, okay? Then here, this command, the icon. Okay. This command here, this icon is where your profile would be after you've what? After you've signed in, okay? So to sign in, you have to click on the sign in. I'm sure all of you that have been able to log in already have your email at hand and password, okay? So you can go through the sign in. This is the sign in page where you should be able to put in your password, your email and password. In case you've forgotten your password, you click on forgot password. Then those who have already submitted their what should I put? Sorry. Those that already submitted their emails to me for enrollment, if you check and you've not seen the link yet, go through the same procedure. Use that link I've shared in the chat. Go to sign in. Then when you're brought to this page, okay, you should be in position to see somewhere resend email confirmation. Okay, so you click on that and follow prompts. They'll ask for your email, and then they'll send you the confirmation email so that you follow and set a password for your account. Okay, then for the free account, or if you already signed in and your account is attached to the paid one or free, you can just continue with Google if it is a Google email. Okay, then there is an option to attach to continue with Facebook. You also have that to your disposal. So these are all options for signing in. So those that have already sent in their links, or maybe you're seeing something like link expired, or the password is not being recognized or something like that, select the appropriate option. Either you forgot the password, if you've not signed in at all before, you can click on the resend email confirmation. That is if I've already enrolled you. That's when you can have the email confirmation message sent to your email. And it should be coming from EON, EON. Okay, please check that. Okay, so this is our page after signing in. Okay, I hope you're all, please give me audio feedback if you're not following, or if I'm too fast or too slow. Let me know if something is not clear. The platform offers a lot, so we may not be in position to go through each and everything. Okay, we may not be able to go through each and everything, but I'll give you the startup, the introductory basics, and then you explore at your own pace. So when you look at the top right, you should be able to see your name, your initial, and then down here where you see UICT education, you should be in position to see that you're under at least an academy. Okay, so here it should show for all of you UICT education. If it shows library, then meaning you do not have access to the licenses yet. Okay, unless you have licenses from somewhere else and you're under that particular organization. So you should check to make sure you're seeing the initials of your name, and then you should be under UICT education. Okay, so after confirming that, you can select your profile. Here you're able to see profile settings, the admin. I don't think you have this. Then what's new? You get news about the platform. What features have they created? What is out there that they've done? So that is where you can go. Then under downloads, I'm coming to downloads first because I want it to download and you do the installation in the background as we are proceeding. Okay, so please, all of you, select downloads. Then when you select downloads, you should be able to see EON-XR. Is it for Mac OS, meaning if your laptop is a MacBook? If it is Windows, you select the appropriate one. So let it download in the background as we proceed. Then when it's done downloading, and at least the number of you have gone to that stage, you let us know so that you're guided through the process of installing the application. Okay, so you select the appropriate device. If you're using VR headsets, the virtual reality headsets that we saw yesterday, MetaQuest 1 to 3 Pro, you select the appropriate one. If it is HTC Vive, you select it. HoloLens, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you select the platform that is appropriate to you. Are we moving along together?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So from that, as it's downloading, let's come back to our profile. So when you go to profile settings,
There's some of
here
us.
you can, sorry, Wako, yes?
There's some of us operating on Linux. Should we just use the web version or?
Yeah, it's a web-based thing. So you go to your web, but then, problems, Linux, I don't know if it's going to allow you to download the platform, the application itself, where the environment because it takes you to an environment where you create your experience from it.
No,
You
Linux,
can try it and
Linux will not allow. It will not allow.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it allow.
Because I'm also using Linux, but at this side, it won't
It has
allow.
failed to install because you do not have. There's no option for it.
There's no option
for
installing.
If you're close to someone, or maybe if you're close to someone, that has a Windows device, you can try that. You can try that and see. I forgot about Linux. I didn't even think about it. Okay, so you can update your profile with the pencil here. You get a picture attached to your account, to yourself. Account information, your name, your email. You can talk about yourself. Then we have the 3D avatars. You can create an avatar of yourself. I'll leave that for you guys to explore. There's a default one, but you can create where you see the plus sign down here. Let me get this here. You click on the plus sign, and then there's so many things you can change: hair, head, witchy eyes, eyebrows. If you want them to look a particular way, that is where you should go. Then you can change your password, your preferred language. You select your preferred language for yourself. Then the license, under licenses, this is where you should see which licenses this is where you should see which licenses are attached to your account. So you should have all of these marked green. So you shouldn't have a yellow license, at least on your end as well. So you confirm that to see what kind, if you have all of these licenses. Okay. So that is it about our profile settings. So when we come back to our profile name, the name itself, select it, then we have switch organization. So you remember when I told you that all of you must be under UICT education. So if I enrolled you already and you confirmed that, and the organization is not listed UICT, at least for now, UICT education, you come to switch organization. A list of organizations should appear here. So maybe by default, you're still under the XR library. So you're limited there. So you should select the UICT education or the appropriate license, or the appropriate license that you should be attached to or organization. Is that clear? Should I move ahead?
It's clear.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Then we have the notifications. I think with notifications, that should be clear to all of us. But anything new that comes up, if someone has sent you a link and they want you to attend their class, if there is something, any notifications to the platform, to EON, to your account, will come there. So it will be marked. There will be an indication of either one or two, just like our usual notifications with the icons. It could be WhatsApp. That is where they should be. That's where you get the notifications from, and then you're able to proceed with it. Then the help function here, I think like it is self-explanatory. This is where you can get some basic help, okay? So you can follow the help feature, you get support from the EON administrators. There is resources, there are some notes that are shared, documentation about EON that you can look through step by step. You read through the content, all the materials, and you're able to see what each of them does. If you have an issue, if you want to learn more about something, those resources are there. You can even send feedback. Maybe you're finding so many glitches. Now, like someone has said Linux, you can send feedback and say, we need an option for Linux, okay? We need compatibility for Linux. So those are some of the things, or appreciation. I think we get the gist of that, right? Then the release notes also has, like I've said, documentation. It has documentation on all the services, right from how you're supposed to install the platform, how are you getting started, what's new, are the previous versions of EON, the desktop, mobile. So there are so many things in the document. Yes,
Excuse
Edgar.
me, madam. I'm requesting, I'm a bit lagging behind when it comes to the license clearance. I'm still having the red parts of expired.
It has red.
It has red.
Then you go back, like I've said, you go back and switch organization. Are you under UICT?
Yes, please.
No.
I request for a repeat of the entire process.
We may not go through the entire process.
Under profile setting.
Yes, under profile, switch organization. That is if I already enrolled you to the platform.
Yes, I was yesterday.
So you select switch organization and select UICT education. Are you able to see it? Select your profile, switch organization, and select UICT education.
Madam Flavia, at my end, switch organization is not part of the listing. I don't know whether it is on my end.
But are you under UICT education?
Yeah, sure.
You are?
Yes, sure, I am.
Okay, so I may have, there are some things that may be available to me, but not available to you. So maybe that could be the reason, but it should be, if you're listed under different organizations, you'll definitely have the button of switch organization, regardless of if you're an admin to the platform or not. So if you don't have it, then you're listed under only UICT education. So if you have it and you have access to all the licenses, you're good to go. So TOTs, I'm requesting you help out that gentleman who's failing to access failing to get access to the licenses. If the problem is to do with enrollment, we can also confirm that and see how to help him. Okay. So we've seen so I was talking about the release notes, grocery resources, media, head-mounted devices. How do you set up a particular device? These are all under the release notes. So you can look through and see how best to help yourself. Then we have the contact admin. So when you contact admin, you may have an issue with the platform or whatever it is you're doing. So this message comes back to me, okay, to be able to assist and help somewhere, okay? So you can contact admin for a particular problem, and then we can get back to you later on. All right? Let me first go back to library. Okay, so let me, okay. Are you able to see the applications icon? The very many dots here, okay? We shall see what they do, but you remember
Yes.
yesterday we talked about the 3D assets, right? This is where you can import your own 3D assets. So if you have created a 3D asset and want to use it within the platform, you have the capacity to upload that 3D asset. If it is not, if you feel it is, say, you have a particular engine that you want to work around with and you have the asset ready, and you feel you don't want to work with the ones in the platform already, you can import your own, okay? You import the asset into the library. We'll not go into details about that. We shall use the ones available because that is also another different class. Then you can also import a 360 asset, okay? Then here, join meeting. Yesterday, someone was asking, is it possible to have a live session? Yes, it is possible, and this is how we join. So you can join a particular meeting created by someone else, or you allow others to join your meeting. We shall see how to share a link so that others are able to have access to your live session. So the purpose of, the limitations to this right now is limited to around 20 people per session. So if you have those group, maybe it's a small number of people and they're consulting, or you want to consult, and you want to have a live session ready with them, then you can do that. Or you can do it exactly like we are doing it now, through Zoom, through maybe Caucus. We have a platform called Caucus that is like Zoom that we use to deliver. So you can use all these other different platforms, and then you share your screen, just like we are doing it now. Then under the create, we shall come back and explore the create thing. But under create is where we start now creating our own experiences, okay? We shall get back to that and see when we explore creating classes, okay? So the library, like I said earlier, this is the whole library, okay? You have experiences of different people you can go through to see, okay, what are people doing in the space, okay? You see, okay, this one has created this, this one has done this. You can select by category to see what is existing, what are people done in maybe agriculture, they've done this. Someone has done some plowing, photosynthesis. So you can explore the platform and see what are people doing within the space, okay? So you can you can choose to say you want only 3D experiences or 360 alone. So if you want only the 3D, meaning you'll disable the 360 and only 3D experiences will appear. If you want both, you just toggle the switches, okay? Let me turn on my annotation. You just toggle the switches. So this is the 3D. You just toggle this button on and off. Then the 360 as well, on and off, whatever preference it is for you. Then here under search, you have the capability. If I select all categories, you have the capability to search for a particular item, okay? You say maybe, I'm looking for an experience around computers. Then click enter. No one has anything around computers. Let me leave it at computer. Okay, so there are a number of experiences around computer. So you can select one and use it or explore to see what people are doing. Yeah, basically to explore, to see what people are doing. It can also help you see what you can do better with your own experience, what you can improve. You know, when we see what others have done, it helps us know, okay, so meaning like I could do this could happen as well. So you can also explore this. And when you publish, others can also learn from the experiences you publish. Okay, so that is about the library. Then down here, we have, down here, bottom right, we have an AI assistant. So you can ask AI anything about the EON platform, and then you get responses. Just like chatbots work, it's a chatbot. You ask it questions and you're able to get feedback from it. Okay. So when we go to my workspace, when we come back here to my workspace, top left, select my workspace. Okay, select my workspace. Then here, this is where all the experiences or lessons that you've created, the 3D assets you've uploaded will appear. Okay, so under my experiences, you have something like my all experiences, meaning all experiences, including those that have been assigned to you. So if you're a teacher, you can share with fellow teachers, fellow educators, maybe an entrepreneur or students. So this will have everything that has been created by you, what has been shared with you or assigned to you. If you, maybe it's an assignment that you're supposed to do, everything will appear here. But if you want particular experiences that you've created yourself, you select by experiences, and only what you've created will appear here. Okay, then you can say maybe you only want to see those that have been assigned to you. So you select what has been assigned to you, and you're able to see, okay, something around logic chips, radar communication, someone assigned me some of those experiences. So you can check and see what experiences, you go through the experiences that are there, what have people assigned to you, you check your assignments. If you fail to catch it under the notification, you come back to your experiences, my workspace, experiences, and then you check what has been assigned to you. Okay, then we have categories. I created some categories. I'm sure there are so many more that we still need to add in. There are so many categories that we can add in, but these are some of them. So you can decide to say you want all experiences under all categories or a particular category. You say, let me see. I don't think I have anything assigned under agriculture. So, yeah. So these are the categories, experiences around agriculture. Okay, so you can decide to have all of the categories displayed there, or you can decide to select a particular experience under a particular category. Okay, experiences are the lessons. We shall see in detail the difference between the two. Then when you look at assets, the next item, assets, like I said, the assets can be a 3D model, it can be a 360 model. Okay, so what you upload and what you're using for your experiences will appear here. So it shows that I used I think this is supposed to be a heart. I'm not good with biology, but someone should help me amongst you. Does this look like a heart over?
Lungs.
Because I'm seeing lungs. Thank you, Jocelyn. Then we have a router here, we have a graphics card. So the assets that you've uploaded or the ones that you're using will appear here. Okay, they'll always appear under my workspace, then under assets. Okay, then under playlist, a playlist just like we have it where we create a playlist for music. You select your best artist, and all the music under that artist appear in one place. Is what we have here as our own playlist. Okay, so I have a playlist around ICT digital literacy, meaning all the topics that I created under digital literacy, I can add them into that one playlist. Okay, so these are different topics or subtopics or course units, they can be course units in this particular playlist called ICT digital literacy. So you have the capability of creating your own. You create an experience instead of going to experiences and just looking through. You go to a particular category. Remember, if you're a teacher, you always have a curriculum that you're following. So if it is biology or if it is physics, then you have an order that you want to organize your content. So this is the best way that you can organize your content. You go to create a playlist, give it a name. Okay, you give your playlist a name, and then you start creating your experiences and adding them into that one playlist, such that you know that from this topic, this is module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. Okay, then I'll not go into the packages because I don't think we are going to use the packages bit, but it's about applications. Maybe you're creating a script that is supposed to run, but I've not activated that from most of the people. So it may be there, but you cannot really upload content. Then under create assignments, I think as teachers, you need to test your students, your learners, on how they are studying, and maybe from a particular piece of content or lesson, set different assignments and say, I want my students to do this. So the beauty with this is that much as you as a teacher, you're able to create an experience, say around, I want to assume we've all done ICT. Hopefully we have. Most of my explanations may be around ICT, my examples. So let me assume you're supposed to learn about computer hardware, okay? Much as you are a teacher, you're able to create lessons or experiences, add resources and materials, explain through the processes, add videos and audios within an experience. You can also task your students to do the same, okay? So under experiences, you can say you want to create an experience, you give it a title, maybe, no, let me call it assignment 1, for example. Then you give points, maybe it's the total points is 10 and the passing points should be 8. Then you give a start date and end date. Then you can also select a level. So the levels are the subjects. I would need to include more and more and more subjects because we have a database, a number of teachers and educators doing different things. So this was basically a few around our institute, UICT, that I created, but we would need to expand the level list. So you select a date, a start date when the assignment should be available to your students, and the deadline, okay? Then you can add a description. Maybe this assignment should be done. You give brief instructions for your students that they will find as they're attempting or trying the assignment, okay? Then who do you want to assign it to? You select, you add the members, the students, or particular emails of students that you want to enroll, assign the task to. You remember yesterday I said there's a possibility of integrating this platform with your learner management system for your school, right? For your school. So meaning if you have this integrated, you may not even have to come and say assign to and you select members to add them manually. So meaning within that learner management system, you should be in position to include a particular topic or assignment, and then students are able to go through it. Then you can add tags. For example, if the lesson is about ICT, you can tag it to computer science because computer science students also do that. Information technology, you can tag it to communication. So those are just some of the tags you can add. So what kind of submission do you expect from your students? Should it be a 3D experience or a 360 experience? Then you drag, it can be a file that you drag here, giving detailed instructions of what you expect of the students, that maybe you expect them to explain the process of installing a computer, okay? So meaning everyone has to explain the process and submit, then you create the assignment, okay? So that is about creating. Then you have work groups. Work groups, these are, you can select students and say you have, you select a particular group, maybe you're teaching senior 1 or senior 2 or engineering year 1 and year 2. Those are the work groups. You create a work group name and then add students within each of those work groups, right? So we have what we call the marketplace. The marketplace, when you create assets, you can even sell them onto the platform and make money out of it. Okay, so other people have uploaded assets and they expect you to return, you pay some money to use their assets that they've developed. Okay, or you can use the ones that are free or readily available. So in the marketplace, that's where you can explore some assets that others have created that you can use. Okay, so I want us to move back to create. That is briefly about the platform itself, to see what other things are and how they make sense. Okay, so I want us to go to create and see how we can create an experience. So we have what we call the experience. Here you can create a 3D asset experience. You can create a 360 asset using a 360 asset, or there is a marketplace or a platform called Sketchfab. It is an external link, but it is linked, integrated into EON, where you can get assets for free, just like the EON marketplace. You get assets, 3D assets for free, or you can pay for them. Okay, so today we are not going to do all this, but as you explore the platform, you should see how to do most of those things. Then we have the metaverse build. I think you remember what I said. I think you remember yesterday how I talked about the metaverse builder. We shall see, even from the experiences, you're going to see how the metaverse builder works briefly from a few experiences, because we are going to use, what we are going to focus on is the course catalog for this particular session. Okay, the course catalog, remember yesterday I told you we integrated AI into the platform. Okay, so we were able to acquire AI products integrated into the platform, where you have your lesson plan created aside, and then you have AI helping you generate these experiences. Okay, so when you click on course catalog, I hope you are all here, because this is going to be, now this is the main focus for our session today. Okay, so when you select course, when you go to catalog, when you go to create, click course catalog, we have AI ready. So you can do a single express, meaning you can decide to say,
Madam Flavia.
Yes, please.
Yes, I'm going to request that since that is the gist for the session, if possible, you go back, because some members are saying we're a bit fast and they have to look here and as well as create. So I beg maybe you go back such that we move step by step. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Madam Flavia, another question is about mine is showing GitHub account not found when I go to create catalog.
But Katumba, I told you to send me a screenshot of what your problem is. You did not respond.
It finally opened. It finally opened. Because I've been following that. Yes, but it's telling
but
me.
you cannot. What are you failing to see?
No, I'm seeing everything. But when I went to create catalog, it's telling me Sketchfab account not found. Link Sketchfab account. Oh, do I click? Yeah.
Meaning you've not created a Sketchfab. Like I said, it's an external platform.
Yes.
Pardon? You have a lot of noise, feedback noise. I cannot even hear you.
Oh, so sorry.
So what I'm saying is, Sketchfab, like I said, Sketchfab is an external marketplace. It's an external marketplace where you can get assets from. you definitely have not yet created an account with it if you do not have it. So you just create an account and proceed. But our focus is not that side. We are not going to need Sketchfab for now. So on the main page, when you go to create, select create, then go under course catalog. Under course catalog, are we here?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so under course catalog, you have a single express, meaning you can create one lesson. You just give a topic and say computer hardware. Let me just leave it at that, computer hardware, or computer input devices. Okay, so I can do that, and then I can say maybe I want to enhance the description. This is all AI helping you. So I've given the topic and say I want to enhance the description. AI is saying that explore the fascinating world of computer devices, from the tactile feedback of mechanical keyboards to the precision of optical mice. So this is all AI giving you these things. So if you do not need it, you can give your own detailed description, all right? But this is now a single experience that you want to create. Then under skill type, what kind of skill do you expect out of your students under this? You can leave AI to auto-detect, or you select hard skills or soft skills. Should it be a hard skill? Should it be a soft skill? So you as a teacher, you should know what you expect out of it at the end of the day. Then you select a preferred language. Then advanced creation, you may say, from that one topic, I want 5 experiences created. Okay, maybe you want 5 experiences. So, or if you only want one, you may leave it at that, and you do not have to select any of that. Then we have what we call multiple creation. Multiple creation is where you have maybe a whole syllabus. Okay, either you have a whole syllabus or a whole course unit that you can upload. You drag the file and upload. It has accepted formats here: PDF, text, CSV, and docx. So you can upload that file, and then it will generate multiple experiences using that one file. Okay, so for now, I'll not go in detail under that. Then you have the guided, where you have AI guiding you through a process of what? Creating an experience. So let me stick to my single express. Then under train AI, like I said, this is where you can add some, you can either attach a simple file, or an AI assistant helps you go through the whole process. Okay. Then in the status log, this is where you should be able to follow along to see how far with the lesson creation. Is it completed? Is it in progress? Is it in queue? Has it failed? Okay. So I want to know, because you should be helping me with this, because time is not on our side and we need to go to the breakout rooms.
Okay.
So are we good now? Are we good so far?
Yes, so far we are good. Members are following.
Okay, so under the single express, I'm just going to do this: computer input devices, and then proceed with create. So it is telling me to go to the status log. So sometimes if it is taking long, you can just refresh your page and then go to the status log and see the status of the app, the status, yeah, basically the status of how far your experience is coming along. So it's still in progress. And it has categorized it as a hard skill. You're seeing here that computer input devices, it has categorized it as a hard skill. It has called it a single express, because I prompted it as a single what? Express. Okay. Let's give it some time to get done. Okay, so it's done. Then you can select go to experience, or if you do not go here, you should be able to go to my workspace, then look for AI ready, and your experience should be under AI ready. Completely put in what? A playlist Okay, so this is the experience that has been created for me by AI, and you have the capability to edit the experience. In editing the experience, you as a teacher, you want to tweak things here and there, or to start the experience, you're just viewing. So meaning whoever is not able to create the experience can just start the experience and view. So whenever I share this with members, they should be able to start the experience. And for the online or live sessions that we've talked about, you start meeting and you proceed with the experience. Okay, so down here, you should be able to see below here, at the bottom of your page. You should be able to see the overview. So the overview here is showing that you should be able to receive an AI report. Okay, so you can view the report. Since it's newly created, there is no report. You're getting a report of what people have done, or maybe your students have done with the experience, the particular experience. You should be able to see, AI will generate a report that you can view to see, okay, so and so is doing this and that. All right. Then you can edit the report if you want to tweak things, and you can even export it and download that report for yourself. Okay, for accountability purposes, but I would presume. Okay. Then under about, you should be able to see how many resources or activities have been added to that particular experience. So we have 9 audios. So meaning it has created 9 audios. Okay, I think we understand when I say audio. 9 audios that have been attached to this particular experience. We have 5 videos attached. There is no PDF file attached. 5 images. So meaning your students will be able to see what materials are there when they come to the about page. Okay. 1 Jeopardy. Jeopardy is also some kind of test. It is an assessment. We shall see what it does. Then we have 1 3D object, meaning we have 1 3D asset that has been added into our experience. We have 1 quiz, and we have a zero procedure, means a sequence of how the experience should be. Okay, so you can add 3D recording and all that. Then here, under level, what has been created, you may change. If you don't want it to be under AI ready, you can say, I think my experience better suits computer science, ITB, or ICT students. You select that, and then you see under the parent category, where should it be? Maybe you want it under fundamentals of ICT or digital literacy. Okay, then you say under the lesson category. So the parent category is the whole course unit, and then the lesson categories could be a topic. Okay, so maybe it should be under computer hardware and maintenance. Okay, then what do you want to target to? Maybe I want to target to computer science. Enter. Maybe I also want to target to information technology. Maybe I also want it to be tagged to communication. Okay, so you can tag it to as many, you can give it as many tags as you want. Then you go to the statistics.
Madam Flavia?
This is why, yes, please.
Before we go to that, can we maybe first find out how many people have at least reached that stage before people start saying you're a bit fast? Yeah, members,
Okay.
in case you have reached that level, you can let us know in the chat. Those who are at that level, if you have been able at least to create an experience, kindly you can tell us in the chat, or you can say, yes, I've created. Okay, Charles Rwanga has said, I've created the experiences, but I'm not seeing it. Winnie, not yet.
Okay, so basically right now I'm taking them through, but they'll have the TOTs guiding them further. Okay, they can ask. Okay?
Okay, perfect. Yes, Madam Flavia, looking at the chat, people are saying, I've created. So we are safe.
Okay, thank you. So under statistics, this is where you should be able to see details of who, okay, these are all the groups that are created, but you should be able to see what, when, if say you set an you uploaded content and you expect students to have attended, you want to know when did Flavia attempt the particular experience. Okay, so you have the date captured, the name, how many attempts did Flavia make on the assignments that were there. So you'll be able to see the assignment, the attempts, maybe 2 or 1 out of the many that you're supposed to do. If there are 5 assignments and I only did 1, you should be able to see that. Then the time spent, how long did I spend in the experience? So you as an educator, or you should be in position to know that, okay, if I set computer hardware and I feel it shouldn't be a complex experience, I expect a student to at least spend a maximum of 1 hour on a particular experience. So if someone spent 3 hours, you have to find out, you're forced to find out, is it because they were doing more exploration? Were they stuck? Is something lacking, or did they just forget to log out? Though the system will definitely automatically log you out, but it helps you assess to know how a student's understanding, how much time are they spending on a particular experience. You as an educator, you should be in position to know that if I said an experience is supposed to be done in 10 minutes and someone is taking hours, maybe they are doing more and doing a lot of research, or they are stuck. So you're forced to ask. Or if someone is spending just 1 minute on something that is supposed to be hours, if they understand it very fast, or is something happening? Are they just logging in for the sake of it? So that forces you to find out those things. Then you have a score. So remember, when you have assignments, you within a particular experience, you have a score, they're scored. So if someone got all of them, then you'll be able to see if they scored 10 out of 100, they scored 20, and then the status. The status will show you, is it complete or not complete? Okay. Then here under export CSV, you should be able to export the report, okay? Or the statistics to see, okay, so and so has been attempting, this one has never, this one does close to the deadline. As teachers, I think that would make more sense to you, and you tweak it in a way that makes more sense to you as an educator. Audit records, this is just detailed statistics, okay? That Flavia I created the experience at this time, maybe I edited it at this time, so and so attempted it, and this is what they did at this time. Then students are able to comment and you get feedback. Then you can also, they're able to comment. It's kind of like a dashboard where you can get feedback from students, and also you relay information to the students through comments. So they can comment and say, maybe something was not clear, I need more clarity here. Or you can say, members, please submit this assignment before this and that, basically for communication purposes. Okay, so I'm going to edit the experience. You go to the start experience to see what happens, but the start experience is from the other perspective, the other point of view of someone viewing from the other end. Okay, so when you go to edit experience, something else. Were you all able to download the application?
Kindly unmute and respond.
Yes, I was able.
You were able to install it? Okay,
yes,
so
please.
Download it.
Please, okay, those that, were you able to install it? Do you know how to
Yes,
install?
please, we're able to install. Yes,
Okay,
we're
so
able.
those have, okay, thank you, Michael. So those that have questions on how to install, please ask in the chat, and members that know how to install can guide you through. Is that okay, members? Can we help out each other? Okay, thank you. So when you click on edit experience, okay, let me switch sharing. Okay, so when you click on edit experience, the experience should load. Okay. The experience should load. So this is now the starting page of my experience. This is the 3D asset. It said it created for me. It's created for me. Then you can also add images. So this is how AI is doing it for you. So before, there's also an option of you doing all of this manually, okay? Instead of having AI creating the classroom environment for you. This is what when we're talking about the metaverse, it generated a metaverse experience. And the metaverse, this is now like a classroom, okay? Like a classroom, and you can have different avatars, but here we have me. Right now I'm the instructor. So from your end, you also have an instructor there. We have an image where we can attach more images if we want to. But basically, when you look at this page, we have to the top left, we have the X. That means you're closing the experience, okay? Then the I, you're switching the view. So this is from the editor's point of view, okay? Then when you change the view, it helps you see how will others see your experience? How are they viewing it? So you can switch to that to have a perspective of, from what you've created, how are people going to see? Are they able to access the assessments of the materials the way I planned them to? Then we have something here that we call the annotations. Annotations are basically labels that we put to an item, okay? We are going to see how to create briefly. I'm going to rush through because of time, but as you explore, as we keep on engaging, even after today's session in the platform, I hope Kaziba is not going to delete the platform immediately after we are done with these sessions, the trainings. People can always have feedback and learn from each other. Okay, we share knowledge with each other. So the annotation are labels that you can add to a particular 3D asset. Then the next one that we have, toggle the display, meaning you can turn it on or off to have the knowledge photos. If you're able to see, I don't know if you're seeing any change. Those things that are popping up are what we call the knowledge photos, okay? So you can disable or enable them. The knowledge photos are basically the sub course units or units, subtopics within a topic that you're doing. So remember how we are doing computer input devices? Here it's created different knowledge photos around keyboard, mouse. Let me zoom this. Keyboard, mouse, touchscreen, stylus, microphone, scanner, game controller, biometric device. So these are all just automatically generated, but you can change if you feel something is not to your satisfaction, you can change it. But for the purposes of today's lesson, we are just getting the basics of how this happens, and then you can explore further later on your own. So we have the transparency. So meaning if you have the 3D asset there, you can make it transparent. For example, if it's a computer, for you to be able to see what is inside there without dissecting or putting it apart, you should be in position to see. So if you're able to see here, I hope you are, but it's kind of transparent, okay? So it becomes opaque and transparent so that you're able to see what is inside it. So right now it's assumed that it doesn't have anything in it inside it. So we shall not be able to see anything. Then the putting something apart. Remember yesterday how Tony presented the computer and he was able to put it apart. So depending on how the 3D asset has been created, okay, that is why we are so much looking at us creating content that speaks to us, okay? So how the asset is created is how much control you can have with it. So for example, if you want something that can be dissected completely, then when in the creation process, it has to be created with all those capabilities. If you want animations with it, that has to be there. So people that we're talking about skills that they can do, content development, this kind of content where you can develop 3D assets for institutions or businesses, this is where you can make money, okay? So that is about, then here, the next one is an animation. So like I said, if the particular asset has animations attached to it, you should be able to play them, okay? Maybe it's something running or whatever, those kinds of animations, some kind of movement, okay? So you should be able to play them. Some may not be necessary for now, but if you want to move around the environment in 360, you can select this icon here, or like I said, we have AI enabled. So you have an AI chat within. So students have access to this where they can ask AI questions. what is the computer? After reading through your materials, someone wants to do extensive research about what a computer is. If they've seen, okay, it's organizing its thoughts. So with this, you can either type out or you can speak. Okay, so as it's organizing its thoughts, it's saying choosing a computer. Okay, so you can turn it on and off. Okay, I've turned it off for the interest of time. I want us to go to the break rooms. So here, under each and every knowledge photo, you have the capacity. Remember, like I said, this was automatically generated, but you have the capacity to include materials. So on this, we have the input devices. We have a video, okay, that I can even expand. Okay, so you can attach a video of yourself or a YouTube video to the materials. You record yourself explaining a process of, or maybe what input devices are and how they work, and then you upload the video there. Then we have this, let me select this, an image of the different input devices. Then we have another video here, an audio basically. It's an audio explaining what input devices are. And then, like I said, you can change all the materials that have been given to you if they don't make sense to you, and you create your what? Your own. You'll explore more and see that there are so many things you can do. We cannot condense all of them in one session. So I'll not even try to attempt it. So you can go on selecting each and every knowledge photo to see what has been added or what has been created for you. And then I hope you're able to see the plus sign. So with this plus sign, you should be in position to add a material. If it is a PDF, if it is a video, you can upload the PDF, sorry, the video, or you can get a YouTube link and attach it, or maybe a remote URL. It can be a PDF notes about a particular topic, in this case, a microphone. It can be a voice recording of yourself and you want to upload it, or you record yourself instantly within the platform, or you upload. Then after doing anything, what you've done here will show under the button add. So when you've finished adding all the materials to that particular topic, which is microphone, then you can just select add, and you add those materials to that knowledge portal. Okay, so when we come to the right, let me see. Okay, so when we come to the right, we have the help function. I think by now we know what the question mark icon should help us with. It is basically for help. It's showing us, when you select it, it's able to show you what you're supposed to do, how you handle your mouse, what to click to do what. Okay, so that is what it's supposed to do. Then we have this to help you move the object to different locations, okay? To move to different locations, you can enable and disable it. Then we have this to rotate, to help you rotate the item if you want it to face a particular direction. We have the scale if you want it to be bigger, okay, or smaller. We have all these buttons here. Okay. Then you can scale, this is for ratios, your avatar to be either bigger than your 3D model or to be smaller. So I'll leave that for your exploration, all right? Then we have the plus sign here. You remember how I said you can add 3D objects to your experience? When you click on the plus sign here on the bottom right, okay? When you select it, the first icon that looks like a cube, okay? That looks like a cube is where you can add the asset, okay? You can say, maybe I want to add something like a computer. So you select that, submit, and then follow the prompts, okay? It is going to take some time, so that's why I'm not getting into it. But you select what kind of asset, 3D asset you want to add to your experience, okay? And then you do that. If it is an image, you still say if you want an image of maybe a computer, you still do the same procedure, select the cube and follow the process. Okay. Then annotations. You remember I told you about annotations. They're the labels within the labels that you put to your what? To your asset. Okay. So for example, if I say, let me select this. So it's telling me select an annotation point. What do you want to annotate? So maybe let me say that is what I want to annotate. So it has selected it yellow. I hope you're able to see the yellow marker. Then you say the blue arrow at the bottom right. Then you say, what do you want to name it as? Maybe fingerprint. Okay. Then when I say fingerprint and submit, the label should be there. The label should appear there. So with this label here, I may decide to say I want to give more details about the label itself. So you select the plus icon and add maybe voice to text, meaning voice text, meaning you're typing words and then AI will change the word, will speak out the words in audio format. Then you can add images, particularly for fingerprint. You can add videos, you can add PDFs, a voice recording, and then you add what you want to add. Okay, so meaning you've generated your own knowledge portal for that particular asset. So if I want to go back to this one, I'll select it. If I want to come back to the image, I'll select that, and what I've added should appear there automatically. Okay. Quizzes, Jeopardy, what I've been telling you about. When you come back to this, you can take a screenshot of your page. This is what it shows after the annotation. Then what looks like a notepad or a quiz list of sorts is where the quizzes are, or all assignments. Okay, so you should be in position to see what assignments are there, or to create your own. You can create a quiz and say, select a part. They are saying which part do you want to attach the quiz to, and say maybe I want to attach it to the fingerprint. Okay, then then I say, what is this? Should it be a multiple choice question, single answer? Okay, then you can even limit the time. You say a student should be in position to do this for 45 seconds or 30 seconds. And after you've selected, you say, you confirm, basically, you confirm the quiz, but you can keep on adding more and more. So if we already have it as a fingerprint, I don't think it would make sense for us to ask again what is a fingerprint. But I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to talk about. You're going to explore more briefly in the chat rooms, in the breakout rooms, for us to see how to proceed. But in the process, Mr. Kaziba, I'm requesting, together with the TOTs, like I said, we are going to create 6 groups. Each group attached to the TOTs. I think you can look at the process of how we are going to create the groups right now as we follow along. So Jeopardy is basically kind of like they're using AI to create questions, kind of like they are sequential from easy to tough questions. So it can be a process. Maybe it is basically just asking about the computers, then it progresses to history of computers. Maybe it can then progress to when was the computer when was the first computer created, and things like that. So you can explore and you'll be able to see. Then the identify feature, this works most if you're looking at hardware, those kinds of components that you want to check if a student is able to identify a hard disk within a computer. So you can set those as well. We shall have follow-up sessions or training sessions to see further and explore further, because we are working within limited time. Okay. Then the locate feature also does the same thing. If they're able to identify what a hard disk is, can they locate where a hard disk is placed within a computer system? Okay. Then you can have a 3D recording. We're not going to go through it right now. And then you can have a procedure or a sequence of how things should happen. Okay. We shall have follow-up trainings after this training. This is basically an introduction to help you appreciate the technology and see how you can use it in your different disciplines. But then we shall have extensive sessions, refresher sessions, to help you to to handle topic by topic so that you have more time by then to explore further within the platform. Okay, so for now, I would want to end my introductory or the basics of the platform here. And then when you go to the breakout rooms, you can do something, and then you have the TOTs in those rooms guiding you through the process of what you're doing. Unless we have a simple small question right now. Mr. Kaziba, are we good to go?
We are good to go.
Okay, thank you. So you've already created the rooms, I can see.
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Kaziva, I'm getting a notification from my end. Can I join?
Yes, join. So members, you can join those breakout rooms. Let's join.
Have you been able to see the TOTs?
Yes, the
These
TOTs.
Please have your name, the word TOT attached next to your name. Please have the word TOT attached to your name. I'm seeing two people who have not yet joined. Okay.
Let's join the different rooms. Yes, I'm saying there are some people who are still stuck here. Please, those who are using phones, kindly click like on your screen in the upper left corner, you'll see there a small room. So kindly join that space. I'm still seeing on the call, I'm seeing administrator, I'm seeing Ruth, user. Let's join those rooms. Veronica, Vincent, let's join JR, Frank, Godfrey. Let's join the rooms. Infinix, Babazi, Christian, Francis, Muhammadi. Let's join the rooms. Christopher, Buluma, Mika, Silly team. Let's join the rooms. Let's join the rooms. We are still here. In case you are getting any challenge, please feel free to let us know. Buluma, are you getting some challenge? Silly team, Godfrey, are you getting some challenge? Join those rooms, join those rooms. Vincent. Join the rooms, those who are still here. I want to know from Godfrey, are you getting some challenge? Muhammad, are you getting some challenge? Silly, Francis, Mika, user, JR, administrator, Christopher. those who have just joined in, you can join any of those rooms where I'm sending you. We are working in the breakout rooms. We are working in the breakout rooms. So you can join any of those rooms and then learn.
Mr. Kaseba, who is presenting and the
Yes,
activity?
you
The,
are?
the activity, I'm noticing what we are working on. I don't know how it
Oh,
is.
no, like we're in the breakout room.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Burma, you joined that breakout room. There is something that has popped up on your screen. Have you been
Fine.
able to see?
Not yet. I think the gadget is disturbing me a little.
What are you using? Phone, laptop?
Laptop. Laptop.
There's something that should appear because I've sent you in the room. Or when you check on it, there's somewhere where it shows you breakout room. Are you seeing something?
Yeah, I've seen. I've seen.
Okay.
Mr. Kaziba, kindly send me to room 4. I was in room 4 on the laptop.
Room 4.
Mm.
Okay, Mr. Cheers. I think I had sent you somewhere. Okay,
It
room
was room
4.
4. Yes.
Has that come?
Let me see. I'm not yet seeing any message. Okay.
I'd like to go to room 5.
Room 5. Mr. Wako. Okay. Okay, I'm sending you to different groups so you can join those different rooms. Yes, Mr. Safani, you can go back to room 4. Check. No, Madam Mercy, good afternoon. No. Jive, Jive. Right, right. Mbadde nakubiddeko jjo naye ndowooza tewabaddeko. Nga teri. Teyayiseemu. Biri bitya? Teyali registered kati n'aba certificates. Waliwo omu yaliko ensobi, endala yali birthday. Yali ya birthday. Birthday. Omu bamuyita Magezi. Kyemanyi bamuyita Magezi. Magezi Virginia. Naye ate oyo si wa 2023. Kati oyo kati nabakweza no ku WhatsApp. Ku WhatsApp. You are most welcome, members. So we are waiting for everyone to get back. We are waiting for everyone to get back. Some members are still in the breakout rooms.
Yes.
Members are still in the breakout rooms. So we'll give them some few minutes to get back. Okay. Yes, Madam Flavia.
As if I'm following your instruction, I'm not, because we need to hear from the groups and members
Okay.
that are going to present to us.
Okay. Yes, those who are ready, we had 6 groups. Can we have representatives from each of the groups to say something? And then, yeah, so you can raise up your hand or feel free to unmute, and then you can share with us your experience. Okay, yes, Jolie, you can unmute.
Yes, Mr. Stephen. Good afternoon, and the rest of the group members. We really had a great experience with Madam Annette, who was our TOT. Only that time was not on our side. We left a lot uncovered, but at least we managed to cover some parts intensively. Thank you.
Stephen, do you want them to present what they've done, like the experience that they've got so far, and maybe illustrate a few things? Hello, Stephen.
Yes, Madam Flavia.
No, this is Annette. Would you like them to showcase what they have achieved? Hello.
Madam Annette?
Yes,
can
please.
you come again?
I'm asking, do you want them to showcase what they have so far achieved?
Yes, perfect. It will be better.
Yes, yes. Jolie, there you are.
Yes, Madam Annette, thank you very much. Mr. Stephen, Madam Annette was able to take us through. In fact, we had an issue. Most of us were, and I personally were running the web-based. We are not getting the experience of the application. Hello?
Go to the experience that you have created. I don't know, Stephen, where do you want them to start from? You want them to start from creating an experience and all that and then get to the use of avatar and all that? Paul is raising a hand. Stephen?
Yes, Madam Annette.
I'm asking, you want them to go to starting from creating an experience, or they can showcase the experience that they've done?
They can showcase the experience they have created.
Okay, Julie, just go to like my workplace, my workspace and showcase what we have done.
Do I have to share my screen here?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes, we are.
That is awesome. So now, start from here so that I manage to open up the app. To my first experience, I realized that there's a part where you'll be redirected from the web-based system to the app. So when you enter the experience, it will ask you to switch to the app. Then you go to open. So basically, we have now access to our installed application, which is the EON. Let us give it some few seconds for it to open, then we go
Julie,
through.
for interrupting.
Yes, please.
I think you need to share the application screen as well. We're not able to see it.
Julie, click on.
Are you able to see my screen? I'm trying to launch the app.
Edit experience.
It is the app that is launching. At my end, I'm able to see the app. Are you not able to see the app? I'm past that stage of that step of editing the experience. The app is loading.
You can't see that.
And I'm already in the app.
Yes, but you need to switch and share that other screen as well, the application screen, because you only see the web page.
Let me see. Can someone guide me on that?
Go to share, just like you did.
Okay.
There is an arrow. Sorry, you click on the share button, and then you should be able to select the particular screen you want to share.
I see multiple participants can share simultaneous. One participant can share at a time.
No, you click on the green arrow.
Okay. Yes, sure. Oh.
You should be able to select the particular screen.
You're right, you're right. Fortunately, I'm there, but it is either my machine that is quite a little slow or the gun itself is quite heavy. I don't know whether now you're able to see my screen.
No, I think you're there now.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we managed to get to this point, and our topic was generations of computer. It is one of the how do we term it? The one that we're looking to and the one that we chose as the topic. So we got into the app and we were able to feature around the different tabs that you see along this platform. But we covered at least, I think there were 4 of them and we were caught up by time. The one before you, it is the chat box where if you need to ask out of the notes that you have generated and you want a specific key to deal with a specific key, something that maybe that you want to know about it, you can use the voice recognition or you can use the text bit. I don't know why it is not appearing here. At least I will show you practically how we managed to get here. But if you try to maneuver over your screen, you'll be able to see something like a keyboard structure. You click on it, then it appears this, yeah, it's here. Once you click here, you'll be in position to get, I don't know whether this is a drop up or it is a drop something, so that you put in a question of the topic that you're trying to deal around with. So if you put in a question, you'll get such of the information that is on the left, extreme left. You can either choose to use the microphone so that you input the information using the voice. Whatever you put in will be typed so that you it will be tapped just at the extreme chat room so that you get the information by the help of AI. Madam also was able to take us through these different tabs and how you could maneuver. You can change all the things that you see in the background to your visibility and how you want your presentation to appear. But we caught up with time. We couldn't maneuver all of the tabs as they appear on the screen. So we hope next time, I think, to cover at most all of them. But at least this is the point that we got into. Thank you very much. If there is a colleague that was part of our group, they can also add on.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Annette and Mr. Jolly. This is very good. At least it shows how far we have gone, and we shall be waiting for you to create more experiences. Okay, Madam Flavia, do you have any comments, or Madam Annette? Okay, we can move on to the second group. Any other person that is willing to share?
Well, Stephen, you were asking for my comments?
Yes, yes.
I don't know if like the breakout rooms were that if this is breakout room 3, I think it would be better you keep us together so that we see how to support that team. And thank you. That's all I can say, because we still, I think, had a few things to go through to completion of at least that AI experience in that. Yeah, just that. But thank you, Jolie.
You're welcome, Madam Annette.
Okay. Okay, I think we shall do something maybe tomorrow in case time allows, that we can maybe create another breakout room, and then every member that was in those different groups, we attach ourselves to those particular groups. Okay. Another member who wants to share from group 1, group 2, group 4, 5, and 6?
Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
This is Winnie from room 4, and our TOT is Madam
Okay, yes, Madam Winnie.
Let me first share my screen. I really don't know what is happening, but it is not giving an option of sharing.
Just click on the share button and select a particular screen or the whole screen that you want to share.
Okay. We were able to create some experiences in my group. I'm going to take you through the steps. I'll go to my workspace. And I'll go to my experiences. I'll select my experiences.
We are not seeing your screen.
Are you seeing it now?
It's coming.
Yes.
Madam.
You just need to switch
Yes?
the screen now. We can see it.
Okay.
You just need to switch to what your presentation is going to be about. The
Okay.
EON.
We created some experiences in room 4, and I'm going to take you to our experiences. You go to my workspace, then you go to my experiences. Under this, you select my experiences, and then you select the experience you created, and then to load. So wait. When you get to this page, we have start experience and edit experience. If you select start experience, people that will check on your page, you only see the way you put it. But when you tap on edit experience, it gives you room to remove some information and add in some information. So I'll take you directly to edit experience. This is where we are. And on this page, it will give you the space to remove something and add in something. So that is what we've been able to learn. You tap on add, and then give you what to add or to remove with these options here. So that is what I personally have been able to learn my videos from for. As my experience of today, and that is the short representation I can give. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Winnie.
This is
Mr.
very nice.
Steve.
Okay, thank you, Winnie.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Who was your TOT?
Madam Flavia.
Okay. Madam Flavia, do you have anything?
Not exactly, but like members said, time. There is a lot to cover. There is too much to cover, and we cannot cover it in just the few minutes that we've had. So as we move along with the chat group available, people can always share ideas, and then with opportunities of more trainings, we shall share definitely for members to get more confidence in the platform.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Any other group that wants to share? Another member? Okay. Yes, Mike.
Thank you, Stephen. I'll ask Ezra. Ezra was our TOT. I think we used his screen. And we similarly did a topic on, I don't know if Ezra is able to share his screen. Ezra?
Michael, you can't share your screen?
No, we used, I can't, I'm using, we used Ezra's screen. I'm not running, I'm running.
Running Mac OS, Mac or Linux?
No, it's Windows, but my Zoom is on the phone. It's not on the laptop.
No, I'm trying to share what we did. I'm trying to share what we did, but he's telling me one instance was running, but now it has started running another.
Ezra,
Hello?
is that you cannot run to
what we did, what we we did, members wanted a repeat of the computer hardware. So we went to the computer hardware and then we put in computer devices and they were able to see how they can edit the experience, and change the portals and change that information on the portals. But it's taking long. It's taking to load because it was complaining there was another instance and now it is taking to load. Maybe if another group can present, then I can, it will have finished by the time that group presents, finish loading but it is loading the experience which we covered.
Okay.
Is that okay?
As I think we can wait for you, but if there's someone else, because I think you can guide because we are way past time and I'm sure members need to be done with the day. So the other groups, please, you let us know briefly what you've done and then we can proceed.
Madam Flavia, I'm in a noisy place, but I did the work on behalf of my group. I don't know.
It's okay, you can take us through briefly what you did.
Let me just share my screen, just.
Okay, please. As the next person that is supposed to speak, you also prepare your screen and share after Lincoln is done. Lincoln, we are waiting on you, please.
Excuse me? As I was guiding them, there is a lady called Shira who was also guiding others that she has done. Can't you share your screen and we see what you're able to do in your workspace? Who is it? That's what is being shared.
Okay, so Ezra, I think yours has loaded. You can select.
It has loaded and yes, they were able to.
You can just open the experience and we go through the experience very fast because we are short on time. Please, the other TOTs, you have a member already so that they do present briefly very fast on what they created. Ezra, the experience is already running down here.
It's already, oh.
Down here.
Okay. Who is it?
Okay. I don't know that we are failing to get someone.
They are all trying to connect. Lincoln said he's trying to connect as well. Ezra is sharing. This is Ezra's screen. So, there's someone that was saying they were under Ezra's guidance. So please take us through.
Yes.
It.
So what
Yes,
we went, this is Michael, who are under Ezra's team. We are able to go through computer hardware was our topic we chose. And we basically went through the basics when you had to go. Now we are at the app. We've looked at my workspaces where you edit the experience. We're able to look through the knowledge portals, and we're able to see the different hardware devices.
Michael, we can't hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I think, Annette, you try to check your audio because.
Yes, I was saying we went through the knowledge portals because we had chosen a topic on computer hardware, where we looked at the different devices, and we were able to look at different devices, and we can add and edit devices. We also looked at the toggle transparency. We looked at also the AI. Model down there where you're able on the if you wanted to know more about a device, maybe the RAM or a monitor. So basically it was just to move around and see the different devices. That's basically what we went through. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael. Anyone else? For the other TOTs, please, Lincoln. You were presenting something and went off.
Simon here, TOT. I had a team of Rebecca. I had Rebecca, I had Fabiano, I had, are they on?
We are on, please.
You need to present your experience of what we have done.
Okay.
There was a challenge of some seemed like some things are not active on their portal, on their profiles. For Fabiano, it was going straight into the metaverse build and was not through the catalog, post catalog, without showing the first steps. But I shared mine, and we were using mine. This is still Ezra on. Can I share?
I already shared. It's okay, you can share.
It is still on.
It's still on.
Okay.
You can now share. That was mine. I've removed it.
Oh, who is this? Michael.
This is Alan. But I've stopped sharing. You can now share yours.
No, it's okay, Alan. You are the student. I was thinking you're finding challenges. Alan, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Wait. Are you able to see my screen now? Are you able to see my screen?
We are now.
Yes, so basically, that was the experience I created. Though we were many people, and some were having some complaints, like one of the ladies, I think first she was using a phone and she had not downloaded properly the Android version, but I think that was sorted. She downloaded later. And then like Mr. Simon has said, a colleague had issues with his account. It was not connected to the UICT. So he was lacking some of the certificates. But, and then we also had a colleague who was asking for him, who was part of the accounting, is interested in accounting. Mr. Simon was able to explain to him how he can create something in his field, because he was concerned, saying, Madam Flavia taught basically sidelining on in ICT, but he was explained to how he can create something in his field. So basically, we stopped at how we can create an experience, and I can say that time still, everyone is complaining about time. It was not enough to proceed, go deeper into this interface, because I, for one, this interface, these icons, they have no captions, so they have no annotations. It is hard to tell what icon does what. However, I believe with engaging with it more, we shall get to learn what each of them presents. I beg to submit.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan. To put my name, Emmanuel. Okay, so who's next? Another TOT from another group? TOTs, please, you encourage the team members to present something so that I use the next 10 minutes to conclude this.
Yes, me, I was the TOT in breakout room 1, and I had Wilfred, Derek, Lillian among the colleagues that I was working with in the breakout room. I can give a preamble whereby we discussed the AVR platform and how it could be used in business, how it could be used for different businesses that members were interested in. So I went ahead to explain to them. However, we also did an experience, encouraging one of the members in breakout room 1 to present what we discussed, an experience that they did.
So can we have someone, please, from
Hello?
room?
Hello?
Yes, yes,
Flavia?
Anthony. Yes,
Yes,
please.
yes. My group, I think, I don't know whether Mike has presented, but I had a gentleman, Mike, who I told to develop an experience. But now, all in all, we tried our level best to see that they learn. They went through exactly some of the things you showed. And I just adjusted a little bit, and then I told them to create one. So Mike was the team lead. Michael, I don't know whether he's still around, was the team lead, and I don't know whether he has presented. So, but all in all, I am thinking that if tomorrow we would use a lot of the time in generating and completing the experiences, so that we do a comprehensive presentations on those experiences. So I don't know, that was my view because of time. Thank you, Flavia.
Okay, thank you so much, Anthony. So yes, I do get you. I get what you're saying, the issue of time, but there's a program that was shared already for tomorrow's events. So maybe what I could urge members to do is use the time between now before tomorrow to explore more, see what you can do. The time starting from now to tomorrow too. Then we can discuss a few things that could come up during the session, but I don't think the program allows for us to have another session of training. I think tomorrow is a wrap-up session. So if members can use that time to gather your thoughts and maybe challenging questions, inspiring comments and things like that, then tomorrow we go through within the first 30 minutes of the session with the guidance of Mr. Kaziba. Then I think that would make more sense. I don't know what members guide. Mr. Kaziba, please you come up and guide on that.
Thank you so much, Madam Flavia. I think I shall have a discussion within that line, and then we may make some little adjustments in the program, but we shall communicate after having a discussion because at the end of the day, we are looking at achieving the intended goals for the training. But we shall have a discussion and we shall let the members know through the WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, members, for today and attending and being proactive. Thank you so much, the TOTs. I hope all TOTs have presented. Thank you so much for today's session. Let us keep engaging in the chat room to see how we can help and how other members can help the others, but you also explore, take the time to explore, and then we'll see about tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much. Those who have not registered, please do not forget to register. And let's keep communicating on the WhatsApp group. In case you meet any challenge, feel free to ask a friend. Madam Flavia and the TOTs are on those WhatsApp groups, so they can be able to support. And I know some of your friends have already cracked the code, so you can pose your question there. In case you have not joined the WhatsApp group, kindly do so, such that we can keep the communication. But also we ask you, invite your friends who have not yet embraced this opportunity to also join us. But also we shall be sharing the recordings that you can keep on sharing with them, such that they can keep also learning. Thank you so much. I want to wish you a good evening. Yes, Mr. Humphrey.
The other thing I've noticed is the number, the turn up has reduced. I don't know why. Maybe as you've been encouraging them. Let's find out why. I don't know from your registration why we are having now a lower turn up. Because as our plan, we're supposed to have a bigger number. Then from there, we are going to also have an physical training out of the number that would have managed to complete the training, online training. So let's encourage others. Let's ask these members to encourage others to be part of this so that we can move on for the next step after this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much and have a good evening, everyone.